What if you could have all the power of Claude Design, but with zero limits and zero subscription fees? Anthropic accidentally created one of the best AI design tools ever, and then immediately locked it behind a paywall. 2 generations, 3 if you're lucky, then boom, rate limit reached. But that's yesterday's news. The open source community just dropped a total game changer called Open Design. We're talking about breaking out of the ecosystem prison. No more Anthropic leash. Whether you're using Claude Code, Gemini CLI, or GPT-4o, all of them now work for your design, running directly on your machine. Honestly, this might be the most dangerous open source project of the year, because once you see this running locally, it's game over for closed AI tools. Today, I'm going to show you how to completely replace Claude Design without ever paying for limits again. By the way, if you're trying to stay ahead in AI without spending hours filtering through random AI news every day, definitely check out AI Fire. We break down AI tools, autonomous workflows, AI agents, productivity systems, and the biggest AI updates actually worth paying attention to. So if you're serious about learning AI properly, that's a great place to start. So, what is Open Design? At first glance, it looks like a Claude Design clone. But under the hood, it's a whole different beast. The core idea is simple. Bring your own agent. Open Design isn't the AI brain, it's the conductor. You choose the model. Claude, GPT-4o, Gemini, or even DeepSeek. It hooks into whatever fits your budget and your workflow. No more ecosystem prison. But here's the crazy part. It automatically detects the coding agents already on your machine, like Claude Code or Codex, and transforms them into pro UI UX designers. And this isn't a toy. It builds actual production-ready UI systems, landing pages, dashboards, mobile apps, all running locally on your device. My favorite part? Local first. Your files, your SQLite, your projects, they stay on your machine. Zero cloud dependency. Zero platform lock-in. Your data, your rules. And honestly, that's exactly what the community has been waiting for. Now, let's actually set this thing up. And honestly, the easiest way is just using the desktop app. No Docker, no complicated terminal setup. I'll leave all the links in the description below. So first, head over to the Open Design GitHub releases page and download the correct version for your machine. Since I'm using an Apple Silicon Mac, I'm downloading the Mac ARM64 version. Once the download finishes, just open the DMG file and drag Open Design into your Applications folder like a normal Mac app. Now, when I launch Open Design for the first time, this is the setup screen you'll see. And honestly, this part is really cool because Open Design automatically scans your machine for local coding agents. And right here, it already detected Claude Code installed on my Mac. So instead of being locked into the normal Claude interface, Open Design is now using Claude Code as the actual design engine. That's the magic behind this whole project. Your coding agents basically become AI product designers. You can also connect additional providers here, like 11 Labs for voice generation, Suno for AI music, MCP servers, image generation models, and other external runtimes. But honestly, for most people, the default setup is already enough. So now, setup is basically done. In the next part, let's see what happens when we actually use Claude Code inside Open Design to build a real product UI from scratch. Alright, now let's test this in a real workflow. I'm going to build a complete AI newsletter landing page from scratch, using Claude Code as the primary agent. So first, I'm creating a new prototype called AI Newsletter Landing Page. I'll keep neutral modern, responsive web, and high fidelity because I want a polished UI, not just a wireframe. Now, I'll paste the prompt. Create a modern, high-converting landing page for an AI newsletter called AI Fire. What I like here is that Open Design doesn't just randomly generate something. Claude Code asks clarifying questions first. Who subscribes, how often the newsletter goes out, what CTA we need, and what kind of visual direction we want. And here's the first version. It already looks like a real AI startup landing page. Dark background, neon green accents, huge typography, sign-up form, and recent issue cards. But now let's improve it. I want the hero section to feel more premium, so I'll type this. Make the hero section more dramatic and premium. Add a glowing AI orb in the background. Make the CTA button stronger, and make the overall design feel more high-end and futuristic. And look at that. The hero instantly feels more cinematic, more polished, and more high-converting. Now let's push it even further. I'm going to completely change the visual identity without changing the content. Now change the entire design direction into a luxury editorial style while keeping the same content and structure. And this is the real wow moment. Same content, same structure, completely different design language. Now let's try something more complex. Instead of a landing page, I'm going to build a full AI-powered finance dashboard completely from scratch. So I'll create a new prototype and type this prompt. Design a 2026 personal finance dashboard with a sleek minimalist interface, dark mode, neon green accents, income and expense tracking, savings goals, analytics cards, budget categories, monthly spending chart, and AI financial insights. Again, OpenDesign asks a few clarifying questions first, so I'll choose a power user finance setup, multiple dashboard screens, realistic financial data, and a futuristic fintech aesthetic. And now Claude Code starts generating the entire dashboard in real time. You can literally watch the layout structure, cards, and data visualizations come together live. And honestly, this already looks like a real fintech product. We've got analytics cards, account tracking, savings rates, AI insights charts, and premium dashboard layouts. But now let's push it even further. Change the whole vibe into a luxury editorial finance dashboard while keeping the same content and structure. And look at that transformation. Same dashboard, same data, completely different visual identity. This is what makes OpenDesign feel different from most AI UI tools. It's not just generating mockups, it's iterating like a real designer. And honestly, this image right here perfectly explains why OpenDesign is blowing up right now. On one side, you've got the traditional closed ecosystem approach. You pay for the subscription, you pay for the generations, and you're still limited by usage caps and model restrictions. And on the other side, you've got the open approach. OpenDesign simply plugs into the AI tools you already use. Now, to be fair, this doesn't mean everything becomes magically free forever. You're still paying for APIs underneath, depending on what models you connect. But the big difference is flexibility. You choose the models, you choose the workflow, you control the stack. And honestly, that's the part I find most exciting. So where does this leave us? I actually made a quick comparison table here because I think these two tools represent completely different philosophy. Claude Design is definitely more polished and beginner-friendly. The setup is easier, the UX is smoother, and the whole experience feels very premium. But OpenDesign is way more flexible. You can use different AI models, connect your own coding agents, run things locally, and customize the workflow much more deeply. And honestly, I think the biggest difference is ecosystem control. With Claude Design, you're inside Anthropic's ecosystem. With OpenDesign, you control the stack. Well, honestly, I think OpenDesign represents a completely different philosophy compared to something like Claude Design. Claude Design feels more polished and beginner-friendly out of the box. The UX is smoother, the generations are amazing, and the overall experience feels very premium. But the downside is that you're locked into Anthropic's ecosystem and usage limits. And if you use AI tools heavily, like I do, you start feeling those limits really fast. OpenDesign takes the opposite approach. It's open, model agnostic, and way more flexible. You can use Claude Code, GPT models, Gemini, DeepSeek, basically whatever workflow fits your budget and needs. And that multi-model flexibility is honestly incredibly powerful. And I can genuinely see real-world use cases for this. If you're a freelancer or agency, you can rapidly prototype landing pages and dashboards for clients. If you're a startup founder, you can build MVP interfaces, admin panels, onboarding flows, and SaaS products insanely fast. If you're a content creator or indie hacker, you can experiment with completely different visual identities without rebuilding everything from scratch. And because everything runs locally, it honestly feels much more customizable and creator-friendly. Now, obviously, OpenDesign isn't perfect. It's still early. There are probably going to be bugs, weird outputs, and rough edges here and there. And again, OpenDesign itself is not magically unlimited. Your API usage still depends on the models you connect. But compared to being locked into one single ecosystem, this feels way more open and future proof. And considering how new this project is, this is already kind of insane. And honestly, I genuinely think open source AI design tools are going to become a massive category over the next year. So if you want more control, more flexibility, and the ability to use multiple AI models together, I definitely recommend trying Open Design. All the links are in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe AI Fire for more open source AI workflows, AI tools, and creator systems. I'm Selena, and see you in the next one.